I will go ahead and go live while we wait. Nani went to go get Schneider from outside. I think Jen's out there chasing the cat and getting coffee. So,
We're going to start with Jen's questions, huh?
we are going to start.
Okay.
I've already gone live. So as soon as the questions come in, I don't know when Jen's going to pop in, but when she does, since I don't have any coffees yet, we can start with hers.
Are we on?
We are on.
And there is Jen. Woohoo.
There she is.
How many cats?
Starry night.
I have a story to tell you.
Grand
children, gather round. I had to evacuate the house yesterday.
What happened?
Carbon monoxide detector went off.
Uh-oh.
Really? So what happened?
It says, seek fresh air, and I'm like, okay, in the dead of winter.
There's air everywhere.
Where's Boomer? Boomer?
Where did you go? And what happened?
So I had to cancel my readings yesterday and evacuate. We had to ventilate, find out what happened with the furnace. Furnace is fine.
Okay.
But when you take measures to like close off certain areas in the house that you're not using, it traps that gas back out. The furnace is running continuously because it is so cold.
Yep.
And it trapped enough carbon monoxide to send the alarm going crazy. Wow. I'm just glad it happened when I was awake, and I had to run and get Gabby to see if she was awake. She didn't answer me the first time, and I'm like, "Oh, great, killed my kid." So, but she woke up. She woke up, and I'm like, "You hear this? It chirps like a
annoying
smoke detector."
Mm-hmm.
And it goes burr, 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 red alarms and all that good stuff. So we had to evacuate, ventilate, open some things back up, turn it down, crank up the fireplace, and everything's okay. It's just a ventilation problem. The furnace is fine. It's just ventilation.
Oh, that's good. That was an easy fix.
It was an easy fix. It didn't cost any money. It was more inconvenient than anything, but Wings is like, yeah, you can't die today either. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh, thank you.
There's a carbon monoxide detector.
520, right?
It's carbon monoxide detector in heaven too. They sent you back.
I know. The alarms were going off. Send her back. Okay.
They should come out with one that goes, danger.
Exactly. So I've got to reschedule some readings because I had no access to my equipment.
Oh no. So how long did you guys have to stay out, and where'd you go, to the library or?
Yeah, well, no, roam around Walmart, act like morons like everybody else.
Build a snow fort.
Just a couple of hours. Just long enough for it to ventilate, which is not hard to do in the freezing cold, but then you have to wait for the house to warm back up.
Warm it up. Uh-oh, you're freezing or am I freezing?
I don't know.
Neither
We're all freezing because of the cold.
Well, yeah, I woke up today and I said, oh, it must be warmer today. It's like -1 and -19, so wind chills. So I was like, okay, I think we're staying in a little longer. So it was colder today than it was yesterday.
And we woke up, it was -4, wind chill -9.
Yeah. Well, your waking up is different than mine because Lee has to leave very early.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We were up. We're night owls anyway. Go to bed with the chickens, but we're up at 1:30, 2 o'clock. At least I am, and then he gets up, and he couldn't start the truck, so he's driving the Yukon, and it's those cold cranky amps and a battery.
He's going
that
up
old
to
thing That old thing just said, I don't think so. So you can either stay home or you can drive another car or walk. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how they allowed kids to go to school in this weather.
Well, here's the thing. Here in Kentucky,
yeah, They
Our
don't care.
county is the only one that's open within lots of counties all the way around us. They're all closed, and they said it's dangerous for littles to be out of the school bus any more than a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Nope, sent them anyway. But I talked to Lee a little while ago, and he said more than a third of the kids are out. Parents got together in the chat room because I talked to Kayla last night. I said, if you send them, bundle them up. And she said, oh, no, we and the parents are protesting. We're keeping them home.
Beautiful. We need the parents. This is it. We need to let
need more of that.
Bless you. We need to have them rise up now more than ever. Maybe that is the reason why we're having a cold winter, to have people stand up.
Yeah. I got my heat on back here behind me. You probably can't see it.
Oh, look at that. I thought you were glowing.
I'm glowing.
Oh.
That's nuclear fallout now. Anyway, I'm here. All is well. All honor and glory to God. And, I'll try again next time. Well,
I decided to try tea and honey, and the bag exploded in my coffee, so I have to get a strainer.
Whatever.
I'm trying to, and the whole time you're seeing me going, because I'm getting all the little...
How's my tea crunchy?
Tea bits. It's ginger and honey and lemongrass or something like that. Try to get healthy.
So, do you have any coffees or anything on your phone from Renee?
No phone and no coffees. Well, I could refresh it.
No phone, no coffee. Okay. Well, everybody, and no questions. Well, that was a short show.
That's probably because I yelled at him Monday.
Yeah, no questions. We're not answering her anymore.
Now they're afraid to ask questions. No, today's whatever.
Yep.
I've been putting together comms and.
Well, it's not whatever. Wait a minute. I forgot the banner.
You remember it?
Did you write whatever?
There it is.
Whatever, except whatever. Oh, okay.
Without a capital Q.
Yeah, they can ask in the chat, and those people in the chat, if they wish to answer her, they can.
Oh, like talk amongst yourselves kind of thing.
There you go.
I love that.
I'm not going to do it.
All right.
There you go. That's nice.
What happened to the baby's wrench? I got a notification from Spirit telling me
they got a website.
I don't know why. I don't ask questions. I just do what I'm told. So
King's like
that's the story behind that.
There you go.
Just work here.
Okay, I just work here.
Yep, I just work.
Well, how about if we talk about the snow in Louisiana, North Carolina, Florida?
You mean our asbestos?
Is that what that is?
Our starflake snow.
I didn't even know it was a
snow
baby.
Globe broken. It fell over there. Guys, listen. Enjoy it. Go take your shorts, your flip flops, and lay down and make a snow angel. You guys won't experience that much.
Oh, I'm glad that Lee for Christmas bought me one of those great big fluffy hoodie. I don't know. It's like a sleeping bag, but it's got fleece on the inside.
Fleece.
Guys,
not fleas.
Not fleas. But it has a battery pack because it heats up.
Oh, yeah. Jasmine got that vest.
Yeah.
That's another fine mess you've gotten us into, Ali.
Yeah.
So, okay, how about if I do a Vippy then? Let's talk about that. And by the way,
we got a question.
Your story today was like, Boomer did this today. What did he say?
No, Wings goes, of course she's got a Vippy. It's 111.
Yep.
Is this weird snow man-made, or is it a way of cleaning up the land, the air?
Is the polar vortex? Is that what it is?
Well,
or is it a weird storm?
Or cleanup instead of asbestos, the opposite of asbestos.
I looked into this the other day. I could give you that answer, but I'll read again on it. That these storms, the coldness was done by the good guys to keep everybody indoors because the bad guys had some pretty bad stuff planned.
Okay. So it is a good thing.
Yeah. I can read on it again.
Because I know I've seen it one time before, especially in I believe it was North Carolina. They did not know they can't drive in this snow.
Yeah, of course not. And they're not equipped with like salt trucks and plows and things. It's like, what is this stuff?
I mean, us here in Chicago, it's like, okay, we're good to go.
Yeah, it's pretty normal around here. Yeah, this is a good guy operation. They know they're well aware that it's an inconvenience. This is keeping it. Let me tell you, it's so cold that even Ryder Waite, it's snowing in the cards. Okay.
Oh no!
How cold was it?
This is to keep you at home, to keep people in during the celebration. It's a celebration card, so all this inauguration stuff.
Yeah.
They took a chance on it. The fool is the fool. You're being fooled. It's not natural. This is for the positive people, but they do realize it sets people back. It's an inconvenience because they don't know how to deal with it. But I do get that it's temporary.
That's nice. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's
We just
what
have to
I
deal
got.
with it.
Okay, so we're challenging people
Yes, we
of North Carolina, Louisiana, and Florida. Make your most creative snowmen and send us the pictures on Telegram.
Ooh.
Let's
Ours
see.
is a dry powder asbestos snow. We didn't the last one we got was really wet. You could compact it, but this is like
It depends on the temperature. If it's super cold, it comes out really dry. But if it's a little warmer temperature, you'll get nice wet snow. So yeah, challenge guys on Telegram. Send us your most creative snow, whatever. It could be snow art. How's that?
There you go.
Yeah, that because in that way you're looking at something so nasty that I'm in the house, I'm not going to work, and turning it into something fun.
Yeah, always try to find the positive in anything that's going on. Let's see. I do believe it is the Trump's anniversary today.
Or
their wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
Donald and Melania's 20th year anniversary is today.
Nice.
In honor of them, I wore my Trump earrings.
Ooh. Was Melania on the other side?
No, they don't make Melania ones. Pretty sure that's out of her purview of fancy.
So we're deep diving on Friday on the comms. So are we allowed to ask questions here regarding?
Yeah, I mean, if it starts today, that's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Renee does have one on the phone.
To me, it's like a week-long thing, you know?
Yeah. I'm still in my red, white, and blue celebrating. It's a good week.
No,
Well, I'm blue on the inside, so okay. We're good.
I'm kind of red.
That's that frozen, non-existent heart, you know.
That's why he loves it. No sunshine and very cold.
I know.
So did you say you had a
I do. Renee wants to know because she's out in Cali.
Okay.
She says Moss Landing next to Monterey has the latest, is it Tesla storage? Lithium battery storage place. It has in the world. It has caught on fire for the second time since in a week. What is going on? And does Trump know about this? He's coming out to Cali next week. Actually, he's heading to Cali sooner than that. He's heading to North Carolina today because the hotels down there are kicking people out. I guess they're not making any money, so they're going to threaten to kick him out. I guess Trump's heading down there now.
Are you kidding me?
No.
For humanitarian, right?
Yeah. Apparently the fire was so bad, firefighters couldn't even get to it. So lithium battery Tesla plant caught on fire for the second time. What's going on?
Lithium, you cannot douse it. You have to
Well, I
let
could
it
imagine
burn.
not. That's why all
Which
those
is why you
Tesla
should
cars.
stay away from electric vehicles.
Exactly. You see all those batteries blowing up and catching on fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they got a new device. I wonder why they don't use that. It's like a bubble foamy. Wouldn't foamy get it out?
I don't know.
It's called Moss County. Moss, M-O-S-S.
It's Moss Landing. It's next to Monterey.
I just want to see where it's at.
Well, I'm getting it's not. It wasn't a nefarious fire. It wasn't arson. It was natural.
Oh, well, they meant
It's
it.
actually it's a positive military.
Well, I didn't ask that.
Positive military, and that it will continue. They will until it is totally gone. It will keep reigniting, or they will keep igniting it.
Well, I just found out the one of the owners for the second battery energy storage facility is Procter and Gamble.
Of course.
Yep, being destroyed by the military.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Okay.
There's something going on there with Littles.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. More cleanup.
Yep. Okay, I wonder if I should pause the questions. We got 6.
From looking at it, I wonder if they have underground submarine, little, huh?
Hit our limit. 6 questions. That's enough.
Yeah, we're gonna be here all night.
Well, what about our 36-hour marathon? I missed that.
We're just adding it 6 and 6 and. All righty then.
All right, let's check the copy page.
Oh, I have a Vippy.
Oh, she has a. Well, say it isn't.
Second one. Should I?
She has a Vippy.
Okay, it also has to do somewhat with the inauguration. So we were asking a question if George W. Bush was Robin Williams. And some got yeses and some got nos. Is it because of the different timeline you're on or density you're on?
It can be.
George Bush was never Robin Williams.
George W. Bush, Robin Williams did George. Well, he could have. You don't know.
Did Robin Williams play George Bush?
Well, he even corrects when it's not written.
So Wing says that it depends on how they personally asked Spirit the question, because if it says, was it Robin Williams playing George Bush, that's vague. And they could say, yes, well, at some point he probably did, but be specific at the inauguration.
Yeah, I think he did at the inauguration, but I don't know. I knew yesterday I was in a different level. I had to try to bring myself down.
Your head was in the clouds?
It's always in the clouds. It's always somewhere.
I get strong yes within the last week. Yes, he has.
I thought you were getting a yes. My head was in the clouds.
Well, we already
That's a
knew
guarantee.
that. Yeah, I mean that's just common sense. It's always in the clouds.
What?
Speaking of which. Coffee.
Temporarily, yes, because he's a white hat.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks like he switched out at some point. He switched out for somebody else. So this was a contract that I'll play him for a little bit for here, and then you go play him somewhere else.
That's what I thought, because I thought him standing there was him, but walking in was not him.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of smoke and mirrors to that.
Tag team.
I do want to touch base on Operation Stargate.
Yes.
And people need to understand that it's not that Trump's backing up vaccines with mRNA. He's throwing it out there so the public, first of all, the media has to cover it. And second of all, it makes people go do their own research of how nasty and evil mRNA is because of what just happened. Okay.
Well, can you give a background, because I didn't follow.
Okay, Operation Stargate. So they announced that they're going to get $500 billion to start a new program. And it's basically, it's a little bit of exposure to the nasty pokers, but also little drip drop hints if you paid attention to medbeds coming out. Okay. And it was a big FU to the big pharma.
Okay.
You'll be surprised at what we can cure and what we can do. But when he started talking about mRNA, everybody went, oh, hell no, we're not doing this again. We know that. But this is to get people to pay attention, and people that aren't awake need to go research. What is this? And so don't panic. It's not. And the fact that he took us out of the WHO, they can't force it upon you anyway. So just let them run with it. Let people look into it and figure out that's what has killed a bunch and will continue to kill people. Then he'll put a stop to it. But as far as the technology goes, it is a soft introduction to medbeds.
Yeah, a lot. When those pokey-pokes came out, and I remember my brother asking me that his doctor, the best of the best, said it's the forefront of medicine. My higher self said mRNA is in the future, but not. Yeah, you saw Schneider stretches.
No,
is in the future, but I said not this one. So I wonder if, I'm sure with medbeds you're taking the messenger RNA out. Maybe that's what I.
Well, medbeds are a little bit different. mRNA, you put foreign DNA and it changes your DNA strands.
I know, 100%.
Medbeds actually activate your actual DNA and get the good stuff in there activated and moving around and heals what's negative, what's been poisoned. So there is a difference. There's so many things that we have to read between the lines and understand what the purpose is. So before we try to, throw him over a cliff, Mr. T, there's a reason for this. There's a madness to his game in 5D chess.
And that's why we have been working on our discernment, guys. I mean, your discernment, if he said that and it triggered you, there's something there. Use your discernment.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I love that he excluded America from the World Health Organization.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. The WHO, he removed us, the Paris Climate Accord. We now have the Gulf of America. DC is no longer. It's the city of Washington.
Okay. So I'm going to squeeze in another Vippy. I won't show it. What was the importance of changing it to the Gulf of America? What is the importance of that?
We're the ones that use it for trade. It should belong to us. Why name it after us?
But wasn't Texas or those countries taken from Mexico, or no?
Hey, we got it fair and square. Wow. You want it back, come get it. But you're going to have a fight on your hands. So
I was just curious because I didn't know why the importance of the Gulf of Mexico. If Mexico did Mexico claim that Gulf was theirs?
That's an old treaty that was made, but if we're going to use it, pay for the upkeep, our Coast Guard is out there in the waters. We use it for drilling oil and international trade route and things like that. Yeah, it should be America's because we're the one paying for the upkeep.
Okay.
And
Okay.
stopping the drug trade.
And yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we have the Coast Guard down there for.
And the Panama Canal thing, that's to get people's, get your mind turning and ask questions. Why is China running it?
Yeah, I saw that one.
So it just opens the doorway to 10,000 more rabbit holes and questions. And but there is a reason that these things are happening. And McKinley, I'm proud that
Yes.
he put his name back in there.
Yeah.
Because McKinley was one heck of a president. He was the tariff president, and that's where Trump gets a lot of his. America was at the richest in around 1913 when all that happened. And of course, McKinley had the same mindset to keep America first.
Mhm.
And they assassinated him too. So, yeah, lots of
All right.
moving parts going on. There's so much, it can overwhelm you with a lot that's going on. Melania's hat, if anybody hasn't figured it out yet, V and Vendetta. Remember the 5th of November.
Mhm.
Is it?
Space Force emblem, the V-neck, and the emblem on the wrist. And it is also a shout out to Diana as well.
And it's
Well-
also a Navy semaphore flag,
Yeah.
which says
I took administrative action, Jen. I put Cecilia in the corner. You are not in the Rotunda building.
I'm going to add to this. Cecilia's in the corner with no tater salad. Okay.
That's it. Rub it in.
We will
All
not
right.
be officiating your wedding with tater salad. Okay.
Melania's hat was the semaphore flag, Juliet, which means on fire, keep clear.
Mhm.
And she looked a little perturbed, and she wasn't even she. She was
wasn't even
wearing a mask
Mhm.
during the inauguration.
D or D. Was
So
she?
was Don Jr.
Yeah. I was everybody. What the one thing that is going around that's got everybody fired up is our precious heartthrob Baron when he walked up, or whoever he was, walked up and leaned over, and Biden's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Shaking his hand, and Barron leans down, says something to you, and all of a sudden Biden's face just drops. Like Barron walks off, turns around, and is just glaring him down. But it was deliberate. Then he turns around and stares into the camera with a death stare, like hell's coming.
Who said who? Baron with the death
He didn't
stare?
say it, but the look on his
Yeah.
face.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, you could
He
have
was
burned down the
not a
room.
happy man.
I could see that'd be funny if Baron looked down and said, "Pardon me."
Yeah. How's the weather down there? Somebody was joking around. I was doing some intel, and they said he just leaned down and said, "You need to change your diaper now."
Okay,
Yeah,
are we ready
I
for
was-
questions?
Yeah, go ahead, honey.
You don't like when we have fun.
I know. You know,
He's
we
buzzed-
gotta move it
buzzkill.
along.
Bzzzt.
The show must go on.
There you go.
right.
Mary. I'm having problems with my left eye. Does Spirit think I should see a specialist?
Just
Who
pop
are
it
you?
out and use the right one. It's all right.
No, I think Mary's like, "Who are you winking at, Mary?"
She's found her calling. Mary's going to be a pirate. Okay.
Arr.
Nikki, that's totally possible. It looked like he said, "You're done." Yeah.
That's big. Right. Mary, can I work on something if that's okay? Go ahead, Jen. You could pull.
I'm getting a no.
No, she shouldn't see a specialist. Unless he's a good looking one.
No, because they might try to trick you into other things that you don't need done to your eyeball.
Well, it looks much better now.
Magician card comes in. Now, this is interesting. That's normally a doctor card, but I'm getting that that's a trickster. There's apparently some action that you can take on your own that can help you. I don't know what you're doing. Homeopathic.
The action is right now.
Oh,
As we're speaking.
Nadia's fixing it, so okay.
I'm working on you, Mary.
We're not doctors.
We're not doctors and entertainment only. And here's your eyeball. No.
Let me tell you, this woman has taken my eyeballs out many, many times, rolled them around on the desk. Remember when I used to get infections really bad?
I just do that.
Let me see if it's in.
I enjoy it.
Reminds me of the Temple of Doom. Do you remember the Temple of Doom where they had the big bowl?
Yeah.
Eyeballs. I'm like, oh, great. Okay.
Okay. Almost done. How does it feel, Mary?
Oh.
We're good.
Nikki corrected her own grammar in there. She heard sirens from the grammar police. She goes, I mean, you're done, not you're done. Okay.
You're
Did
lucky.
we already pull?
Because those lashes hurt.
All right. Next question. We ready?
Yeah.
Remy. If I had the same job for a very long time and I haven't been making much money, will I make more soon? I don't want to get a new job.
Well, you do you, but if you don't want to, don't.
Free will.
Yeah. That's right. Well, let's see.
Will she make more soon?
I had the same job for a very long time. Oh, I get it.
A different career.
Be patient.
Be patient.
Oh, I got a yes on the be patient.
Oh, gosh.
No,
you know how hard it is to do oracles and you say, I promise not to say the P word?
Yeah, but when I said be patient, my left hand just went zing. See what your cards say.
In the future, you will be abundant, but you have to be patient. You're just in limbo right now.
Yep. That's what I got.
You're going to be okay. Base card says reserve what you have, but you in the future will be an entrepreneur. So just hang in there. That's what everybody's doing. We're waiting on that collective. Woohoo! So everybody can help everybody out. Okay. She wants specifics. How patient? I don't know.
Should she look into a different career? Maybe.
No, it's coming.
Well, humanitarians, that is going to be your career because you can use that money to pay yourself, pay your employees. And if you really want to help humanity, if you don't have Zim, you don't have a project, whatever, sign up to help somebody. We'll hire you.
Yeah. Also, be grateful. Whatever you're holding, just say it's growing as it's sitting there. It's growing. It's just growing. Because it will come. Any
time that you start having doubts, but I'm broke, but I don't have this. Well, first of all, stop saying that. Mm-hmm. Second of all, you could be in North Carolina with no home.
Yeah, gratitude.
You could be in California with it burned to the ground. So always find the positive. Okay, you may not have what you want, but you have what you need.
Exactly. Okay? As Rolling Stones sang that.
Yes,
and
that's true.
I also suggested to somebody, watch how your negative words come out. And if you have to put a rubber band on your hand and then you catch yourself, sap it a couple times. You'll start putting yourself in a higher frequency.
It's a reminder, don't play that song at a wedding. It really doesn't set well. I'm just saying.
You can't always get what you want.
But you get what you need.
Oh, did you settle? Did you settle? Oh, where's Lee? Was that your wedding song, Lee?
No. Well, no, we didn't have a wedding. He's at work. No, our song is by Lone Star, Amazed by You. You could take that however you want to.
Mine was Celine Dion, because I'm your lady and you're my man. I
Oh,
don't know the name of the song. 'Cause I'm your lady.
you should have changed the words. I'm your lady. You're one of my men.
Ours,
And yes, I
ours
did
was,
let go.
ours was, they're coming to take you away. Ha, ha,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
coming to
yeah.
take you away.
Oh, was your
Yeah.
tux white?
Whew, okay, it's one of them days. I swear it's
All
not
right.
the carbon monoxide effects.
I've had that.
Moving on.
I've had that before.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
not fun.
No.
At the inauguration, was Princess Diana playing Melania?
Bing, 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 bing.
Ding, 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 ding.
Strong yes.
Yes.
Right away.
Okay, only at the inauguration, not at the.
Only at the inauguration, not at the ball.
Not at the
Anyplace else,
ball.
just the inauguration.
Because what I saw that was funny on the second ball, that sounds funny too. Melania was wearing that white dress with the black stripes,
Yeah.
which probably is a com. But
Dark
when-
to light, that tells you how much darkness is left. It's like pulling a ribbon. That's all we got to do.
oh, nice. And Trump was singing, and then her face looked like it was getting rebooted. It was like she had like 3 different phrases. So I don't know if she was actually off-worlder at that time or robotic. It was pretty funny to see though.
Yeah.
You skipped first name, last names question, King.
No, I haven't.
Okay, that's what it
That's
was.
the next one after we finish this one. Are we
Okay.
done with this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. First name, last name. What are you picking up on A? No. Read the banner.
You're picking up on B, not A. You seem to feel creepy to me. Okay, well, no, this is a good question that popped up because we have
Are
Then
you
if he
sure?
feels creepy, walk away.
walk. That's exactly what I want to say. Follow your gut.
Oh, man, no,
If it feels
I guess
creepy, wait.
I
I'm
took
gonna
it out, I guess.
meanie.
I know.
Well, I want to see what the second part of it was. Is
Well,
it the
Yeah,
one,
let's go back up
was it the
it's-
one from work? Is this the one that she has to pass at work?
because I'm immediately taken to the
Because I
romance relationship
because I-
type question.
feel he wants to coach his son about his business, but the other part creeping me out. Okay, so this is not a relationship, is it? Because it's something like part of her wants to coach his son or him about his business.
Still feel conflicted because I want to coach him related to his business. Okay,
Okay,
but
there it
there's
is. He seems to feel creepy to me.
Yeah,
I
well,
feel
that's your
conflicted because
discernment.
part of me wants to coach him and his son about his business, but the other part of me is creeped out by him.
well, I can say that if you do pursue it, you're going to have very, very strong boundaries. But even if you've got the slightest feeling that there's something off, you may have to bypass helping his son.
Yep.
And I don't know if they're related or whatever, but send him light and love. If he is of the light, he would accept it. If he's not, he'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're using your discernment. And if someone feels creepy, yes, walk away.
Yeah, love can either be contagious and people adapt and start loving themselves,
Mhm.
and other people,
Yeah.
or it's like a bug repellent and they try to avoid you like the plague.
Yeah.
So you need to avoid him. This is thief and liar. Okay. He's a manipulator.
Later, yeah.
All right.
That's a weird, interesting situation. Well,
You just look at it like a test. Okay.
mhm. Oh yeah,
Look at it like a test. Trust. Spirit's trying to get you to trust your intuition. You need to trust it.
I agree. All right.
Colleen, Was my dream last night a message that cords have been cut? The past can be put to rest, and I am free to move ahead with my life.
Woohoo!
Is that what it feels like, Colleen?
If that's what it feels like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna her chords. Stitch her chords.
I'm getting a fairly strong yes.
I'm getting a yes. You're doing the work. That's awesome. Beautiful.
Wow. Yep. Absolutely. And your intuition has already told you that. So no more drama. You have now a fresh start. Get excited. And cups are always about emotions. You get to move on. So if you've cut cords to certain people, whether it's family, coworkers, whoever it is that you've cut cords with, maybe something in the past, get excited, because when you cut cords, it makes room for new cords to form positively. Does that make sense? And that's working well with other people. Just don't expect it all at once. You have to be patient. Okay.
Yeah, they got to get the memo.
Yeah. Yeah. And your base card is the Ace of Cups. This is good. That's a positive yes. Okay.
Katrina, as a group collective, is there anything Spirit has to tell us? Yes.
Be patient.
Be patient, and I'll be right back.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Well, I'm getting congratulations. You guys helped us jump over a lot of the obstacles that didn't occur on that inauguration day. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean, all honor and glory, and thank you for law enforcement, military, and all that. But you have to remember, energetically and frequency wise, we've stayed focused and positive and pushed away and didn't give consent to the negative. So you can have every right to pat yourself on the back for that as well.
Yeah, guys, I mean, love it. We love it, our frequency. And not just us. When we say ours, there are so many other groups like us all around that are giving the same messages. This is from the divine. It's not our ideas. It's the divine getting us all together to raise our frequency, to change what hasn't ever happened before.
Light workers.
Exactly.
All the way around. I mean, it doesn't just have to be this chat room. And there's a lot of us that are members of other chat. We all kind of bounce around to the same channels a lot of times. So
yeah,
we all work together. Okay. So as a group collective, anything Spirit has to tell us. Yeah. This is that continued, we're not out of the woods yet. There's the devil in the tower moment. We're still waiting for the other shoe to drop, so to speak. And this may require taking action. Now, the action is Queen of Wands is about integrity and knowing who to trust, starting with yourself. Okay, but keeping your head on a swivel. There is still, the cold doesn't last forever. What do we do when it turns spring? Weather gets nice. Evil people may be laying low until people are active, and they've let their guard down and gotten complacent. So Spirit's just warning you, we're not out of the woods yet. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be 6 months or 6 years from now. Always expect the unexpected. So I know that's may not be what you want to hear, Kat, but we do need to stay on alert. Sorry, Nadia. The base card is Ace of Pentacles. Expect that monetary gift from the Creator too. You just have to be patient. I'm sorry.
She had to push in the patient. Was it on your oracles this morning that said know who you are? Because if those thoughts are coming in, it may be also the negative trying to change your frequency and have you believe that those are your thoughts. So I don't remember if it was in today's oracles or was it yesterday's.
Well, today was you got to stop being at war with yourself. You are not your own enemy. You can be, and you'll hear me say that. But if you are your own worst enemy, you've got to learn to tell the ego to
Yeah, that's what it was.
And start listening to the higher self and soul that's got the better interest in for you, not this 3D earthly ego that says, but you need a $1,500 purse. You know, that's what King wants. You know, we all know. He's
Right.
Louis Vuitton. Okay.
Louis Vuitton. I'll be right back. I got to go hide my Louis Vuitton.
Oh, I triggered her. She's going to hide it.
The town of Helmet has caught fire in California. It's known for people to go missing. Will this stop now?
Maybe it's a cleansing cap. Could be. You burn stuff to the ground and it exposes what's underneath.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Tina.
This is a positive thing that should be celebrated. I know no one wants to celebrate horrible disasters, but there's your devil and there's your pages. Okay. So you can put 2 and 2 together with that. This is exposure. And it's to your base card is the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me they're trying to reverse. This is a cleanup. They're coming in and guarding it. But you got to remove the old. And I think we need to remember continue the Maui fires because that still hasn't been fixed. And the insurance companies did what Californians did, or the insurance companies in California, they ended all. So now they don't even have the money to rebuild. But do you know that like 2,500 kids went missing in that fire in Maui?
Yep.
And, you know, unfortunately, events happen. We talk about it for a while, and then it gets swept under the rug unless it directly affects you. And it shouldn't be that way until it gets fixed. So continue to pray. So all of these things.
Well, when she hides her Louis Vuitton, she really hides her Louis Vuitton.
Let me tell you, she's probably got matching shoes. She forgot about them.
Oh, Nadia. Because this one would have been right up her alley. Did I really rebalance my oldest daughter's chakras yesterday?
Ooh, that's a Nadia.
Sent to do it.
Good for you.
That's a Nadia question. I'm gonna get.
I really balanced my old stuff. I forgot the combination to the Louis Vuitton safe. That's what it was.
Yeah, okay. I have a crowbar.
The chakras looked balanced, but there's some connecting to to move it over actually to the right. There's a male issue. That's what I can see. But yes, you did. It depends on how she continues to live her life, though. Is that what you get on that, King? Can you agree or disagree?
I agree to disagree.
Okay.
I mean, I agree. Yes, they are balanced.
They are balanced, but I see some stuff, especially like the navel chakra moving towards like a male side. So it's what she has to do to change and release in order to keep the chakras in order. Hope that helps, Mary.
Yep. I had a quick vision of a lot of little girls around age 5 in dresses, like they were celebrating, happy. I noticed one was me. What was this?
Interesting.
Memory?
I know my great-granddaughter, who is 14, is starting to wear long dresses now.
Nice. That's a good sign.
Yep.
That was. Is it a different timeline? Oh, what should we put that to?
It's kind of like a reversal.
Yeah,
as
that's what I'm
far
getting.
as- Yeah.
She went back in her time. Wow. Mary, that's a good thing. Remember that happiness as you're moving forward.
That's exactly what it is. This is a time that you were emotionally balanced. All right, there's your temperance.
Nice.
This is a childhood memory, but you need to remember that energy moving forward on your mission. So this is that spiritual message of finding that inner child that they're always reminding us to do. Think of something, a happy memory, and you're like, oh, I don't remember it even happening. These are hidden, suppressed things. We don't remember everything that we did when we were little. Even if it's in a different density, a different you, these are happiness. Find that inner child and move forward with that. The base card's interesting. You may in the future continue to have these visions and dreams because the moon is about tuning into that intuition. Okay.
Let me just get a clarifier on that, Jen. I'm getting because of us as light workers, we always saw the trauma, the negative. As she's cleaning those out, the good memories that she had is coming back in.
Yeah. So you could say or do 1,000 nice things. People remember the one negative thing you did. It's just that's the human nature. So we tend to remember all of the negative. We might remember a handful of good things, good events that happened to us along the way, but generally it's and when we were little kids, we don't remember every time we laughed and played a game and had fun with friends and family. Most of that is suppressed, but we do remember when we got the whooping of your life because you got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So we suppress all of that, and we are told, and it's shoved in your face of always remember the negative. It's kind of put a spotlight on it. But if we can learn to reverse that, all of those good, positive things will come back. Okay.
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 Colleen, were J.D. Vance and wife also actors? Some are saying J.D. isn't on the Earth plane anymore.
Could be a 2.0.
Yeah. I think he was, but not her. The actor. And the inauguration, we got to remember to say that because I got a soft yes on that one. With the inauguration was J.D. Vance.
J.D. yes.
Was his wife in the inauguration an actor? Yes. Both.
Both were.
Yep.
And you know who they both were.
Who? Tell us. Because I thought he looked like Elvis for some reason.
Who was the vice president?
What?
The vice president for the 19th president of the U.S.
Sometimes spirit just says, you don't need to know right now.
Yeah, I know, but they give me the answer.
Okay, so judgment. It's just something's got people's attention that make you question, but spirit says, high priestess, you don't really need to know. There's some secrets behind it, but don't fear it. It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. It's not bad. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please stand up and remove all your masks?
I'll go check, Miss Patty. Hang on. I got to refresh it.
That was my dream. Ever have that happen.
Patty bought me a coffee.
Okay.
Oh, righty then.
It says, "Hi, Jen. I talked to Spirit this morning and asked if I was going to help my cousin Charlene." Oh, this is so Southern. I got to read it that way.
Yeah,
I know, really.
I talked to Spirit this morning and asked if I was going to help my cousin Charlene when I get my financial blessing. It said no. And when I said why, it said death. She will pass between now and April. Can you read on this? She has a lot of health issues and is in mid-70s. All right. Well,
Yeah, see, it was going to be a joke behind it, but I can't do it now.
how'd I do, Miss Patty? Was that Southern enough? All
I
right.
thought Sarah was going to say bless her heart, but
Oh, no.
did she get the jabby jab?
Well, it doesn't say that, but she already does have a lot of health issues.
Mm.
Sometimes we don't want to know, and Spirit won't tell us when they're going to pass. But if they've told you this and confirmed it, it's just a preparation because they know you can handle it.
She Ross's cousin. It's cousin, right?
Yes.
Well, she's good now.
Yes, Miss Patty. First card is the death card. They come in threes. She won't be the only one, so pay attention to people, family members, and friends, and around you. They always come. Yeah, it's coming to a completion. It's actually coming quite quickly because there's your Chariot. So it does confirm. Spirit is correct. So
Let us close the questions.
okay. So just prepare yourself for that. Right.
Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy the time. Talk back about things that.
Yeah.
She said she loved that she was waiting for the bless your heart. Well, then I'm glad I said it.
Oh, bless your heart.
Bless her heart as much as you can till then, because she's precious.
Nabbit. All right. Tamer, was the hotel fire yesterday in Turkey?
Turkey.
Actually, a ritual.
Turkey.
Are you from Turkey, Tamer? Because that's Turkey. That's how they say it. Turkey.
Oh, okay.
I think and that's how they spell it actually. So it was a
ritual.
It was a very strange fire. It went on. The fire was lit, and then it was done very quickly. So I wonder if somebody was in there that had to hide this. There was I think it was 71 casualties, 51 injured.
I think fairly strong, yes. Ritual.
Ritual, huh? I'm on it, guys. If anybody needs Al Jazeera, my dad's on that side.
Your dad's obsessed with that.
Oh, that's all we see, but I think I see it on YouTube.
Yes, it is.
A ritual? It was a ritual?
Ritual sacrifice, yes. Base card is Deep State.
It was a ski resort hotel. Oh, guys. Well, guys, let's let the light workers shine our light over there so white hats know where to go. Shh, you wait. So,
You're making me dizzy. Okay.
All right. Maybe you can explain what a medved is.
Medved, don't know, but I know what a medved is.
It's a Swedish medved.
It's a Swedish med. It's a bed.
Medved. There's different typs. There's a whole show
bed
on it that I did of different types. There's 3D mechanical ones, and then there's quantum ones that are DNA based. Med beds are basically devices. There's all kinds of them out there. We don't have enough time to go through all of them, but it basically finds it. It's based on frequency and light and energy, and It helps you heal and get rid of all the nasty stuff in your body. They can do all
including
kinds of stuff.
cancer.
Yeah, let's say it's like a Rife machine on steroids or a frequency.
Yeah, or an EES machine or something like that, or whatever
Yeah.
they're called.
It's a super healing.
Mary, my doctor talked me into one CV ING injection. Okay. Will I still be able to use MedBed?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. And it'll get down to that nasty stuff. Now, do we know that if you had the nasty stuff, a lot of people got saline. So we don't even know if the one you got was bad.
First name, last name. Why did Trump not put his hand on the Bible?
Well, he was rushed. I'll pull cards on it, but he was rushed for one. But there's a lot of controversy that he already did in a previous ceremony, like on Thursday. But we need to remember it is not required. Okay. The only thing that is required is to repeat the exact words or the oath. That's what's important. So it's not a requirement for the presidency. Of course, it's got a lot of people talking, but I will pull cards.
Okay, so what I thought was somebody mentioned that he didn't put it on the Bible because that was the ritual of the newer Constitution, and he didn't want to stop.
Yeah,
he didn't want to take the and then but on that up question, Vance did. So after you're done with that, I want to ask a question about that one.
Oh, you want to piggyback on that?
I'm going to piggyback on that.
Is there a piggyback Vippy?
I will be working on that.
Maybe that third one that you came up with that you
coming
made
to a
up
theater
not long ago.
Oh, I don't even know where that went.
You can make that the piggyback.
Oh, the king crowned one.
Just don't make it two pigs, one carrying the other, because that would look really bad. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, try and take that picture out of your mind.
Okay, so this is really just not pledging allegiance to the corporation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there, the hangman indicates that the corporation is dead, but the whole ceremony ritual thing that they do for this, they keep, I don't know why they keep saying March, the month of March.
Oh, I thought you wanted us to march.
No, well, you can if you want to. Mm-hmm. Okay, so March is the original inauguration day. So I get the feeling something else is going to take place in March. Does that make sense?
Well, if he announces the Nasara Jasara, which I think he has already, he has until 180 days, within that 180 days, to come up with another election.
You're correct. Okay, so I pulled three more cards. So there's your Nasara Jasara, the Ace of Pentacles. The Hierophant is well aspected, and that means tradition. Go back old school, old Constitution tradition. Exactly. It would be March, and the Chariot. So technically, currently, we're still under military law.
That's what I was going to say. Okay, because
he's presently moving from the incorporated into the republic.
Yes.
Back into the republic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my piggyback question is, Vance put his hand on the Bible, meaning that he swore an oath to the corporation. Does that mean maybe JFK Jr. is in the back as a shadow vice president?
I think he's going to remain in the shadows every time, but then again, maybe not. The last time I asked who was going to be the vice president for the whole 4 years, and it told me JD. He is the front man, But do I think Junior's back there? Yeah.
Shadow. That's what I saw. I felt he's in the
That's
background.
not what I'm seeing.
That's not what you're seeing? Well, I don't think JD Vance is the.
This is interesting. They're going to use him. This is strength. They're going to use him, but he's going to wrap up because there's your devil. It's going to wrap. So
Doesn't the devil also mean a change?
Breaking the chain.
It is, and the base card is death, and that's transformation.
Because I am getting, JD Vance is actually Junior. And the wife of JD that's been shown is actually Caroline Bissett.
USA?
Yep.
USA.
Wearing masks.
Well, that's kind of funny, but that's a possibility.
Yes, King of Wands, you made a very good point. You get a star, Lovey. Just lean on your toe. All right.
Lean on your. Keep leaning.
And I was going to clean up that corner too. Daggone it.
Well, we got to move Cecilia out of it. She kept your place warm because she's got 60
corners to a room, unless we're in an octagon.
No, she kept this place warm. It's 60 degrees in that corner. Guys, I got to go take Mr. out.
Colleen, what percentage of celebrity politicians at the inauguration were actors?
Good question. Let's see.
Well, let's see if I can get that from my hands. What percentage of...
I'm getting half, 50%.
We're at the inauguration were actors. Well, did you guys happen to see Mr. Bernie Sanders with the same position without mittens on his hands?
I remember that for Biden. So.
Yeah, I wonder if that was the meme again, because he sat exactly the same way, but without the mittens and the hat. Okay. Oh, Valiant. That's a good one, Colleen. She said Valiant Thor played Baron. I'll be back.
I get a strong yes to that.
A lot of smoke and mirrors.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. Okay. So the good guys, these are all divine happiness, smoke and mirrors, the magician. Now they are telling us that it depends on the timing and location of what was going on, but the exact inauguration moment, the swearing in ceremony, 80%.
Ooh, 80.
Yeah.
Very good. I didn't actually say inauguration event.
Okay, and the base card is the deep state because they're already gone. They had to have that many.
Yeah.
There was I didn't see any advertisements for people who wanted to play the roles. That would have been a cool job.
Well, it's not going to come out on Craigslist. Hey, anybody want to play Obama?
Yeah. No. Did you hear how many boos he had?
Oh yeah. Well, they booed them all.
That was funny.
Even W. Now, somebody a deaf girl did lip reading.
Oh yes.
When Obama came in and he was walking up to the Clintons and the Bushes, and he says, "Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, you look well," or something like that. Thank you. And then he goes, "How can we stop what's happening?"
Yeah, that was the wrestler guy in the between them, and he was like licking his lips like, "Can I smack Obama?" Because I was doing last night studying people who actually look at people's postures and do reading on that, and he said he was really
body language experts. Yeah.
Yes. That's what I was studying yesterday. Did you see that guy who was running for, was it presidency? Fenn? He's the big guy with the beard. He had a sweatshirt and shorts on at the inauguration. He sat at the end. What was his name? Fenn something? You guys don't remember when he was running for presidency? I think he was a governor of somewhere. Can anybody write what I'm talking about, even though I don't know what it is?
Fetterman?
Yes. Mind meld.
Fetterman. Fetterman had a sweatshirt and
He's
shorts.
always dressed that way.
He's always wearing a hoodie.
Hoodie and shorts at the inauguration. He's get a nice looking hoodie.
I think he's usually wearing long pants, so the shorts may be his way of dressing up or down.
Dressing up. Well, yeah, they said dress up. He wore shorts instead of pants.
The hoodie thing, there was a rumor for a long time that covers the hump on his back or something like that.
Igor.
He's a hunchback. Sure. I don't know.
Yeah, he's.
Remy. Nadia's a healer? Please, I have this pain in the left shoulder that's terrible.
Okay.
Welcome to my world. My left shoulder's been killing me too.
Well, okay. I also do intuitive healing with that. And usually the left shoulder is feminine side that you're carrying on guilt or basically guilt of a female. For example, if a female or a male, if it's on the right side, is like went to college and you said, did I give him enough money? Did I do the right thing? Did I, you carry on that question, then you will have that heaviness on there. When you remove the I'm not guilty, since we are souls in a human without any instruction booklet, I'm not guilty. I did what I do. I did the best that I can. If you remove that weight gets lifted off, and it's almost like cutting a cord.
Yeah, my left shoulder was bothering me. I think Nadia and I come up with mirrored pains all the time. And I'm like, I don't remember feeling guilty for anything, but you don't have to remember it. It could be just buried down and is coming to the surface. So just do like your forgiveness meditation or something. You forgive yourself and release that responsibility that it's not your job.
Actually, there is a sahaja, if you guys all want to do it. You put your right hand on the nape of your neck and turn your head a little and say as many times as you can, usually 12 times, I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. Did you freeze that?
No. Wings. He goes like this.
I love that one, Wings. Yeah, but I'm not guilty. Whether it's male or female, if you do that, there is a pressure there to help release that guilt.
Yep.
Oh, KOC bought a new hoe.
You got a new hoe.
You're welcome, guys.
Got tired of leaning on the old one. It was getting splinters. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, if you can remove that,
we're waiting on King. Renee just wants to know any messages for her today. Let's see.
You got mail.
I'm going to pull out this other deck here.
Yep.
Akashics. Let's do Akashics. Friday, I might, during the show, I might start using this deck. It's called Before Tarot.
Ooh.
And it's using Rider-Waite, but they're so prim and proper in Rider-Waite. This is supposed to be what was happening right before the picture was taken.
Ooh, stick figures.
If you think it's like before you, if you're posing for a picture. And everybody's just like looking around until the cameraman says, hey, look here. And then you pose. That's what Rider-Waite is. They pose for these pictures. This is what was going on before the picture was taken. Like here's the Hierophant. They're placing the hat on his head.
Oh, wow.
So it's called Before Tarot. What was happening? The moon is before the moon is completely risen in the sky.
Oh, that's like none of the nights at our house. The moon does not want to come out.
The moon does what she wants to. All right. Miss Renee, we'll do Akashic for you. Sorry, King. She had asked me on the phone.
No worries. No worries. I'm still looking at the... The answer to everything is to lean
All
on
right.
Yahweh.
Renee, you have gratitude. We all need this one. Okay. There's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situation. Now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life and what you're thankful for. So that's for everybody. Not the things that you don't have and what you want. Be grateful for the things that you have and the moments that you're having right now. I always just praise, even if it's horrible, you can't find anything good. You woke up today. Okay, so that's positive.
Well, I mean, yesterday, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, we had very freezing cold weather. It was -8. And I went out and I was like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Thank you for the sun. So because the more you're anticipating the worst, the more your body believes it. So believe that, wow, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. That's kind of nice. It was very pleasant.
Just like when Lee was complaining because the truck wouldn't start. But the Yukon did. I said, but the Yukon did. So be grateful you can go to work.
So Jeff was grateful he went to work.
Go to work. I will call someone. Can you see me, Nadia? I will. I'll call Chubby. He's right around the corner. You come get this man. But
that's how Ben works for gratitude.
You have
just
to find
hog
the positive.
time.
I walked to the mailbox and I didn't fall. Win.
Win-win.
Okay.
Yep.
Darby, what's my message from Star Family for the month? I swear they've been yelling in my head lately.
Well, listen to them. You gotta listen to them.
Hello, is anybody in there?
Nanu. There you go, Terry.
I'm drinking to
There's
that,
no
Terry.
mosquitoes. Hey, Nadia, there's no black flies.
You'd be surprised sometimes there. Oh, at your place?
There's none here.
Isn't that beautiful?
We had 7 deer out back yesterday.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Well, of course, Chad has a corn feeder out there. He's feeding them. So,
well, that's still beautiful. They're getting fed.
Yeah, just like I'm feeding the birds, but unfortunately, the crows are sitting on the property line going, "Call, can I have some corn? Call!" But they don't. They don't come over here.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Okay, Darby, you're too distracted by too much stuff. You need to focus on your mission in life. Keep moving forward of all of the positive things that are happening and the triumphs. Count the triumphs more than the losses. Okay, so you're too distracted of what's not going right. So back to the gratitude thing.
Hold on one second.
And let this disappointment disappear. Are we starting ballet class? What are we doing? I want to see a pirouette. King, do what?
No, I'm checking. I was checking her root chakra to her star chakra. You need to be grounded more, Darby.
Oh, interesting card. Yeah, there's a big star there. You could move forward, and they can help guide and protect you, but it's a mindset. You have to get out of your own way. It's going back to that. You can be your own worst enemy. You need to tell the ego, bye-bye. And we need it for some things. You know, like
Don't fall off the cliff, turn left.
Well, that, you know, and it also reminds you when the alarm goes off and says there's carbon monoxide, a high level of it. It's smart. Your ego says you need to leave. But of course, in true Jen fashion, my first response by looking at this alarm was, well, shit. That's what I said.
You're not like, I'm coming, Elizabeth.
No. Well, I was feeling a little sleepy and my head was hurting, and then that thing started going off and the red alarm. But that honestly, that was the first thing out of my mouth. Wheel shit.
Did I ever tell you the story of my carbon monoxide exposure? Because we like to delay the questions for Dennis.
Oh, no. We do it on purpose. He's like, I want to go take a nap.
Many, many,
where,
many.
this is where King goes, well, shit.
That's what it is. His carbon monoxide goes up and says, I gotta leave. Well, I was in the Middle East and they didn't have hot water. So we decided to do the old fashioned boil the water and, you know.
You've told me this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And my husband's idea was let's keep all the windows closed. And when I woke up in the morning, I'm like, why does my head hurt so bad? We could have died in our sleep. And I guess my Ring doorbell didn't work. So they sent me back down to open all the windows.
Yeah, and because it's something you can't smell it, you can't taste it. It's undetectable. You would know it.
Yeah, and as soon as I hit fresh air, I started, getting back to normal in my way. And I ran upstairs.
Not as normal.
In my way. And I ran upstairs, opened all the window, and hence we're alive.
This next question is for the Cosmic Dreamer.
Ooh, this is her higher self talking. How bad are my chakras? Okay, got it. I
know they need work. I don't know where to start.
Okay. If you go online on YouTube, you can go under. Let me write it in here. Sahaja, Sahaja meditation. That one works through your chakra system, and if it needs any kind of adjusting, it will try to adjust it, and it'll let you know where you need work at.
Mm-hmm.
But first you need to really ground yourself. You lost us for a second, Mick? We're here.
Ramona, why am I feeling so stuck? What can I do?
You're not the only one, love.
I think a lot of people are through this right now.
Yeah.
Is that an ascension symptom or?
Well, to me, what I'm feeling is as we were going to a higher timeline, some people who still need more work is stuck in the lower timeline. And it does feel like doom and gloom. It feels like sabotage. It feels like, but you got to get your frequency up higher. You have to look at the positive stuff. You have to do the gratitude, just like everything we're saying. And I'm glad we're having the show today because a lot of us have to remember this stuff.
Well, we also, believe it or not, at a high rate of spiritual growth, the normal things that you do, and your routines and things like that, you can outgrow meditations. You can outgrow things.
Yeah.
So it's just like dieting. Maybe you need to change something up. So if you're doing the same thing and you're stuck, I'm not getting anywhere, change it up a little bit. Try something new, challenge yourself a little bit.
And actually the beginning of 2024, 2024 is to get out of your comfort zone and to do the changes.
Yeah. This is taking a leadership role with the actions that you're doing. So whatever you're doing in your normal routine, I'm trying to tune into spiritual gifts or whatever, change it up. God will shine the path and lead you. So ask in prayer, please show me the way. Give me the sign that I need. What can I do? Change up prayer time, change up the prayers that you say, meditation, ground yourself more to Gaia. There's lots of different things you can do, and it gets you over that plateau and that hump. Okay. One more card is the Lovers. You might consider doing your meditations or something with a partner.
Yes, it works.
Because a lot of times it can be accountability. And if you can pray or meditate with someone or have an agreement, even if they don't live with you, hey, when we talk tomorrow, make sure that I've done my meditation. It's accountability. Write it down. Keep track of your own routine. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. Sometimes we do that. We call and we do a group meditation at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. And those are good. And then sometimes I've started those with groups, and my higher self is like, you're out, and you get up and walk off. You have to, like, you turn it off. I can't do this. There's something wrong. Your frequency it doesn't mean that you're lower than they are. You may be higher and maybe not good for you at that time. Move on to something else. It's okay to step away.
Mhm.
King, wake
Yeah.
up,
Yes.
honey.
Or also a form of breathing technique. A form of breathing is a form of meditation.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot breathe and think at the same time.
Well, I can't chew gum and walk at the same time.
Yeah, but it's impossible. So if you focus on your breathing, like Wim Hof, like they do 7-3-7s or 4s, 4-4-4 square box. That breathing and focus on the breathing will prevent noise in the head.
I did it already. That was about cousin Charlene. We
Yeah.
blessed her heart.
Charlene. Last
That was when you
question,
asked, yeah. Okay.
Darby. When I was in my coma years ago, the only thing I remember was being in darkness. No sounds, no look, or anything. With I in between heaven and hell, because I wasn't dead. It was just a void.
A void. Wow.
Was the coma years ago the only thing?
Did they ever forget it, Jen? Was it like erase that memory?
She was in a void.
Yeah, how's
You
that?
did the Mr. Wilson thing.
Because emotionally they put you in a void. You couldn't go backwards, but you couldn't go forwards. So yes, you were in a void. You was leaning on your hoe. Okay. Until you got the word. That doesn't mean nothing happened to you, but you can't remember what happened to you. So it's just like a blackout. But there's Raphael card. So that means that you were in a loving environment. You weren't being harmed, but the angels are with you. They're just not letting you remember it until they gave you the word of which way to go.
So
It's like a timeout.
So she was sitting in the waiting room until she got
Pretty
the word.
much, yeah.
Sounds
This
like
is where it's possibly that some people call it purgatory. I don't really believe in purgatory. You were doing something, you just don't remember what it was.
Yeah, in that other book, Spiritism, they call it the umbral. But the umbral, you would actually feel it, but it's almost like she had a timeout, like her soul needed to recalibrate or a timeout.
She was with the men in black.
Look at this pen, guys. Everybody look at this pen.
Yeah, all answers are either patience or lean on your hoe. It's the same thing.
This is from a new person, I believe. So we'll answer this. Jan.
Mm-hmm.
The $500 billion data centers for or against humanity. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So are you talking about Operation Stargate, the $500 billion thing
that would be my
guess. I think it's a little bit of both. I think this is about exposure. We talked about that earlier on in the show. Let's see what the cards say. Okay. So it's a little bit of both. All right. So they're juggling, they're putting some information. Overall, it is positive. There's your 10 of Pentacles for generations. This is for independence. So it really is humanity stepping away from big pharma as far as the medical side to get people to wake up, okay, and stand their ground. No, I am not doing mRNA, that kind of stuff. But it's patience. So it's about drip dropping the information about how big pharma has been ripping you off. There's a lot of moving parts to this one project. So these data centers of how they, just give us a little bit of blood and we'll take a DNA sample and change it, make a vaccine for you. People don't want to hear that after COVID. They're like,
Especially
no,
after.
thank you.
Yeah.
We want to move forward. Overall, it's divine. It will make us happy. But they do have to do some exposure first. Okay.
And don't forget leaning on your hoe. So
Lean
patience,
on your hoe.
lean on your hoe.
So
We
those
got
of us who are
time.
already well aware of what's going on, lean on your hoe. This is more for exposure to people that are just now waking up. Okay.
We got time for one last question from Colleen.
Okay.
Do I still have a ship over my house, or are there two now? I'm seeing two, but it could be something else.
Most of us have a fleet above our house.
And
They only, if they're going to expose themselves, it's usually just one or two at a time.
then I got to correct it. Then it's King. It's not fleet enema. It's a fleet of ships. Okay. You guys remember the fleet enema?
Fell into a burning ring of fire. Okay.
Yeah, we do actually. Yeah, light workers. We have a lot of families above us.
Yeah, you got two. This is global. This is happening to everyone. Okay. Absolutely. But more, they're coming and going. More are coming. So the more you open up to it, the more they'll expose themselves.
All right. So if you all have still questions in the chat that we didn't get to, write them down and we'll be back on either Roundtable on Friday or my show tomorrow.
Yep. King's going to do his thing tomorrow. And
Jen
Friday,
will do her thing on Friday.
our deep dive is going to be deep diving some comms and updating. We did a lot of them today, but a lot is happening every single day. So I'm sure there'll be more.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just
You know, I was also thinking about, I'm still trying to work on it. January 25th is the alignment of the planets.
Yes.
That will be Saturday.
What did I say? I don't even remember what I
The
said.
25th is Saturday.
Well, that's because we held that little gadget up there so you'd forget.
And that's what it was. Because I said July and I'm going, we're not in July yet. Saturday, July 25th is supposedly when all the planets are going to line up. And did you notice they didn't mention Pluto?
I heard
that redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, Pluto's in there too now.
I include Pluto. Mercury is the last to be aligned, but yeah, they don't include. Like I said, they treat Pluto like the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah,
they treat Pluto like we treat King of Wands. I'm just saying, get in the corner.
Do you know why they treat Pluto like that, though? Do you know what the reason is?
Because it's solid ice, and they don't consider it a planet.
Well, if you go by astrology, it's considered the end, like the death card. It's death and rebirth.
Yeah.
And
which is what we're going through right now. We're transitioning out of the Pisces age into the Aquarian age. So we're getting rid of all these systems, tearing them down to rebuild and start anew. And it just so happens, you can't tell me coinky dink because we don't believe in them. This is God all over the place.
It is, but I think NASA just wanted to make sure that we didn't follow Pluto in astrology, because they're going to say this is the end of all this darkness. This is the end of this.
Yeah.
Or the beginning of a new thing. What kind of astrology do we follow?
Well, and I just want to be on the alert because last I saw a movie when the planets aligned and people switched bodies. I'm hoping for a real good one. So.
I can get two for the price of one, because if they go by my weight, we're going to have two bodies now.
Yeah.
We are getting ready to end. Did you close questions, right?
Yep. Long ago.
Okay.
We are done.
All right.
Can you check your coffee page one last time?
I will.
Dang, nabbit.
That'd be all.
Oh,
wow, folks.
What would be fun, Jen, if we switched?
That'd be all, folks.
Can you imagine if we switched bodies, you and I?
I've never had to look up at anybody, so.
Well, with that thought,
And I've always had an ass, so I don't know what. I don't think that would work.
Yeah, fit in my shoes for a little bit.
All right. So we'll see you on King's show.
And
Yep.
you'll see our faces on Friday. Of course, watch for the
Yep.
articles. Yep.
Love and
lean
light.
on your hose.
Lean on your hose.
Lean on your hose.
And let's see, Cecilia and King of Wands. King of Wands, did you go to the corner today? I don't know.
You
Whoever's
didn't
in the
put 'em in
corner,
one.
you can
Cecilia,
come around the corner.
oh, Violetta just showed up. Hi, Violetta.
You
We're
gave him a star. You didn't give him a corner.
We didn't give him
Okay.
a star. Did we?
I'm
give
so
him a
used to putting him in the corner. I just assume he's over there. He's probably
No,
just made a bed over there as a nest.
Cecilia kept it warm. So, guys, love and light, guys. Keep warm. Stay warm.
Yes.
And check on your neighbors if it's cold.
Yeah.
If
And
they're-
don't
Yep.
inhale carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's your public service announcement for the day. We
And put
love
suction
ya.
shoes on when
Ah.
it's negative.
I'll wait for my guests to leave.
Bye.
Love and light to you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.